Hello and welcome to this January 24th, 2011 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Boley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Today we're taking a look at Syngenta, ticker symbol SYT. This is approximately a $29 billion basic materials company. Taking a look technically, you can see back in the summer, SYT was mostly just sideways consolidating, made an initial move up in September. Not a lot of volume coming in on that move to the upside though. Consolidated, the MACD was looking good. We had the 20-day pointing up, the 50-day pointing up. Everything looked pretty solid. And then on the next breakout here in early October, you could see the volume really start to come in on this move. So SYT started to gain a lot of momentum to the upside. MACD looked very good here on the push higher. You can see the prices moving up in mid-October, MACD moving with it. Came back down, we tested the 20-day moving average, made one more push to the upside. But you can see right over here, the second week of November, if you come down, the volume had lightened up. MACD was much lower, so we had some slowing momentum that resulted in a long-term negative divergence. What we look for there is a 50-day test and a reset of the MACD down to the center line. You can see over the next couple weeks we did exactly that. We came down, we got our 50-day test, the MACD came right down to the center line, and then we simply just went sideways here for a little while. Volume trends remaining pretty strong. The moves to the upside were accompanied by heavier volume than we saw to the downside, and then just recently here as we began 2011, you can see the volume had picked up again. Very nice volume on the push up. Now there was big volume on the down days, but we haven't lost any key support levels. So at this point I would consider volume trends still to be very strong. The MACD you can see was pointing straight up here on the most recent high. That's a good sign. Now we've come down, we put in a reversing candle on Friday right off the 20-day moving average, and you can see the pullback was actually necessary. We had RSI reading that had gone over 80 and we had stochastics up near 100. So we were very overbought. We got the pullback that was needed, put in the reversing candle, and it would seem to me at this point that SYT from the current price down to the 20-day and even down to price support at $60 would be excellent entry. To the downside, I'd watch the 50-day moving average, which is rising and at 58.55. Any close back below that level would make me a little nervous. Ultimately, I'd expect at least initial resistance to come in just below the $64 level. Let's call it about $63.80. But I believe this is one that could move through. Now, if it does break out and get through $64, you want to make sure that the volume has picked up. I'd like to see at least 500,000 shares. Obviously, the closer you get to a million or more, it would be even better. But at least 500,000 shares on a breakout above 64. So I think SYT looks pretty good. The overall market, a little suspect as we start the week, so you might want to take it a little easy here. But SYT does look good technically. Best of luck and happy trading.